Dehancer is a film emulation plugin that is designed to simulate the look and feel of classic films. This plugin aims to help filmmakers, videographers and photographers achieve a filmic look they desire without having to shoot on actual film. Dehancer provides users with an extensive library of film stocks and multiple controls within the plugin that allow you to manipulate your footage and create the specific look that you are after. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and quickly show you the plugin inside of Davinci Resolve. This is the same for Premiere Pro, After Effects, Final Cut. But here is the plugin. So I've drag and dropped it on my clip. This is actually a short film that I've just wrapped up out on my channel soon. So subscribe, follow for if you want to come see that. But anyway, the plugin. So here are a list of all the film stocks within the plugin. As you can see, there's so many to choose from. I'm not massively knowledgeable about all these film stocks or anything, but I like to just go and choose one. I also do a little bit of research, like just copy the name into Google and you can find out more information about the actual film stock that was used and stuff and its kind of aesthetics, I guess. But anyway, so I'm choosing my film stock. Then I'm going to choose my black point. This particular section, you choose your black point. So that's the darkest part of your image. And then the white point obviously is the brightest part of your image. I'm just playing around here with that. Obviously my scopes as well I'm looking at. This is a black and white piece that I'm making, so I don't mind crushing certain black areas within my frame. Okay, next we have the film print. And again, here I'm just messing around with like the tonal contrast. Again, find out where I want my blacks and my shadows to be against my highlights. Always looking at the scopes. And then saturation, obviously. In this particular project, I'm taking it right down. At the bottom of each adjustment section, there's a little box that says enabled. That allows you to toggle on and off each adjustment effect inside of the plugin. So you can click on and off for grain, you can click on and off for bloom and halation and all these like little adjustments, you can have them on and off. Then here we come to film grain. You got the size of the grain, the amount of grain in the image. And what I really like about this section is that you can adjust from 0 to 100 the grain that goes into the shadows, that goes into the midtones and the highlights. And that's really a great control to have, I think. Again, enable it on and off, see what the difference is, see what you like, mess around with these things. And then this is probably my favorite part of this plugin, which is the bloom. I really love this. What it does to the highlights, it just makes it sort of like this glow, this halo around all these highlights. So in the image here, you can see around the lights on the ceiling and the light coming through that doorway as well. And also the highlights on the armchair and a little bit on his arm as well. Just blooms out those highlights and I just love that look. Again, we're toggling it on and off and able to see the difference before and after with that effect on and off. Then we come to the vignette. I find the vignette inside of this is really nice, like much cleaner and just easier to do than dragging like a little mask over it or anything like that. And of course you can just, if you bring the feather right down, then that shows you straight away where your vignette is, and then the exposure, obviously bringing just down the exposure outside of that circle. And then feather it, and yeah, that looks good to me. I like that a lot. Just brings the focus in a little bit on the character. Again, these are just little tweaks I'm doing just to show you guys. And then another cool feature is inside this plugin is that you have false color, and you have clipping indicator as well that will show you if you're clipping in the darks or the highlights. Again, I think I'm clipping a little bit here, but again, this black and white piece, I'm fine with blacks being blacks, you know. There's a certain amount of darkness I want to my images in this particular project. So this is another clip. I'm just going to scroll through quickly. This is where that bloom comes in that I really love, especially what it does to the flame on the match. I think it just adds so much character to it. And also the darkness, when I toggle this on and off, you'll see the darkness like wrap around on the fingers and the face. Like, I just love the nuances that this creates. Okay, here we go to another clip of this short film. I think, yeah, I really just love what it does. And specifically, this is a project that I need to have it on. But this adds so much to the look and feel of this project for me in particular. The blooming of the highlights, the grain, and be able to choose where I want that in the image. But you know, you've got to go through each image and tweak it accordingly. I'm just going through this quite quickly just to show you guys how I'm using it. Again, I'm showing you the type of project I'm using it on, short film, and just like the controls you have with inside of this plugin. Okay, finally down here, I just want to show you the output. So this is the overall control of everything you've just adjusted, and you can go down to 0, which is like none of the effects are kicking in, and then go to 100 and all the effects are kicking in at 100%. It's basically opacity for all the adjustments you've just made within this plugin. Filmmakers, photographers, colorists, anyone who's in the realm of moving image or still imagery, and you know, you want that film look without actually shooting on film, then this is what this plugin's for. It's for you guys. So you could color grade anything with this really, but I could see it being used with short films, feature films, maybe even some commercials that would be a bit stylized, maybe weddings as well. Definitely, like, you know, photography and weddings and videography. Any of your own personal projects where you want that film look, and maybe even also like a stylized concert or a live event or something. So firstly, Dehancer offers you a wide range of film stocks within the plugin. This allows you as a filmmaker or photographer to, you know, really create that unique aesthetic, that nostalgic, like filmic look. Secondly, they've got great resources on their website and their YouTube channel. So they've got blogs and videos that explain what each adjustment section within the plugin does. And you know, that's just great for you to learn obviously how to do it, but it also teaches you about the film process as well. And finally, you know, it's going to save you so much money. If you actually wanted to shoot on film, it would cost you a load of money, and there's a bunch of obstacles like going down that route. Whereas if you buy the plugin, then you get the filmic look, but you're also saving so much more money. So Dehancer is compatible with Premiere Pro, After Effects, Davinci Resolve, Final Cut, and a bunch of photography apps as well, such as Photoshop. So overall, with the Dehancer plugin, I'm really happy with it. I think as a filmmaker, it gives you so much control, specifically when it comes to your visuals and trying to create that nostalgic like film look. As a filmmaker and cinematographer, you know, growing up in the digital age, never having shot on film, if that was something I wanted to do, it would cost me so much. That's the biggest obstacle, and obviously learning the process and finding places that like would develop film and all that kind of stuff. Take someone like Roger Deakins, one of the greatest cinematographers of all time. You know, grew up professionally like shooting film and then transitioned into the digital age. So, you know, he has all this experience, all this knowledge, whereas someone like myself who has never had that experience of shooting on film, using this plugin is a way for me to start to understand how film is shot, right? How to get the look is one thing, and then secondly, all the assets Dehancer have on their website and their YouTube channel, like the videos are just really amazing because you're learning not only how to use the plugin and what each element does within it, but also what that does in the film process. You know, if you're actually shooting on film, where does halation come from? Where does bloom come from? How are these effects like coming from this negative film stock? So is it worth the investment? I think absolutely. If you're a filmmaker, whether you're amateur or, you know, professional filmmaker, it's a great plugin to have as a part of your tools in the post-production side of things. Go ahead to their YouTube channel and their website for more information about this plugin. I think it's definitely worth at least researching a bit more if you're interested in the film emulation plugin. But saying that, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.